Hey everybody, I got the just recently re-released Little Mermaid Tiger handheld game from Hasbro Gaming. You know, they're planning to release 4 of these from what I heard initially of these re-releases of Tiger handheld games. This appears to be the first one they're releasing, kind of a curious, interesting first release. This was on Amazon.com for $14.99, which actually isn't a bad price considering if you want the original one that was released in 1991, which you can see back here, it's going to cost you about the same price. So you could get a brand new one for about the same price. The back actually looks very similar to the original packaging. However, this packaging is very cheap. It's not like the original that came in a plastic clamshell. This is cheap, thin cardboard. It really got bent up a lot during shipping in a bubble mailer. But the game itself looks pretty cool. There are some differences. The original game, the artwork was slightly different. I dare say that this artwork is better. It looks more Disney-like. The other artwork kind of looks like someone at Tiger did it in a Disney style, but it wasn't exactly perfect. Also, the original one had these like weird grips around the edges. But overall, it is largely the same game, just in cheaper packaging, with a little bit of different artwork, and it appears to be the same game inside as well. But let's go ahead and open this up and see how the Little Mermaid Tiger handheld game plays in 2020. Okay, here it is out of the package, and as you can see, it looks like a Tiger handheld game from the front. Let's see, we have an up and jump button, a down button. Over here we have a swim and a pick and attack button. We'll get to those in a minute. An off button, a sound button, a maximum score, an on start, and all clear as well. Now, one thing that bummed me, it's probably hard to see, but this screen actually has some scratches in it right out of the package. You can see them lighting up right there underneath the light. And on the back, there were some scuffs. It almost looks like this was kicked around a little bit. Also, the battery compartment is a little different than I remember Tiger handheld games having. It's actually has a little screw and a little arrow, and when you lift it up, there's actually a little divider for the batteries in the back. So that's slightly different, but let's go ahead and give this a whirl, and we're going to go ahead and go to the game. The Little Mermaid is split into 5 stages. It doesn't appear you can ever die in the game, but you can be slowed down. A bar on the right side serves as a timer of sorts, showing you how much of the stage is remaining. Once you complete a stage, you need to press the on start button to start a new one. During the majority of the game, your goal is to pick up objects on the bottom of the seafloor, like forks for 10 points, pipes for 30 points, and waterlogged books for 50 points, by pressing down and the pick button. Sometimes a ship will appear on top. By pressing up to jump out of the sea and the pick button once you're out of the sea, you could get 100 points for touching it. Occasionally, your father, King Triton, will appear. While on screen, you cannot touch the ship or pick up objects as he hates anything related to humans. Eels will appear to try to touch you and slow you down. Starting in Stage 3, Ursula will also appear in an attempt to slow you down as well. In Stage 4, King Triton will appear to fight Ursula. You can have him attack by pressing the pick attack button. It's an easy fight. In Stage 5, you can now pick up Sebastian under the sea for 50 points. Eric will also appear. When he does, you need to have Ariel jump up and press the pick button. At that point, you can then press attack repeatedly until Eric defeats Ursula and Ariel and him ride off into the sunset. Graphically speaking, I think this game looks good for an LCD game and holds up well, but the musical ditties get really annoying really quick, and they sound pretty generic. A little under the sea music would have been nice. Personally, the game doesn't do much for me, but I could see this being a game you could give your child if they enjoy The Little Mermaid, to show them the kind of games mom and dad grew up with way before smartphones. Overall, I think the price point is good for what it is, but I am disappointed that my game had scuffs and scratches right out of the package. So if you're nostalgic about this game, or want to introduce your Little Mermaid fan to LCD games, I say go for it. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time on the next No Swear Gamer video.